build us a fire tonight back here in the camp. I think we might even go cut up some big stuff there in a minute. We're in a beautiful setting. This is a beautiful setting for a dump. You can see right up here over the hill. Clouds are hanging out over the mountains here. Some of them's got snow on them, some of them don't. It's really a pretty setting. Like I say, it's almost too pretty for something like this. There you go. Look at that ugly, tangled mess of dumps there, and it don't even look like they're dozing it in, covering it up or anything. Very tall mountain. Pretty sky. About 11:30 at night on July the 8th, on a Friday night. Poor little Sandy's all at home by herself. Poor little Mike's out here in the middle of the woods, all by himself. Don't have anybody to keep me warm tonight. But I'm going to make the best of it just the same. I'm going to try and handle it. There's a lot of fog hanging out over there, rather clouds really. And those it is about midnight, July the 8th, 1988. Will's over there making me a whiskey and coke. He's already got one. I got a fire going there. Me and Carol got the fire going. Carol's got a beer. We got a gas grill going there. Got a gas grill going. Got potatoes on it now. We're going to have steaks on it in just a minute. What'd you say, Will? Cooking potatoes on that gas grill right now. We're cooking them like the Indians used to. We rolled them in aluminum foil and started to cook them. Get a traditional campfire going in the concrete pit there. That's I thought that was really neat the way you started that. I mean, that was caveman type experience there. Right. I let Carol get it going, and then I put the wood on it. Found the fire. Loaded a bunch of wood on it. Ran coals over here to our fire pit. Took a couple hours, but by God, that didn't take it. No, it didn't take very long. Well, I'm going to go over and sit down and enjoy this. Where are we at? Yeah, we're at the Air Force Recreation Camp down at Seward, Alaska, Elmendorf Air Force Base rec camp. And as you can see, we got the smoke out. We're keeping most of the bigger mosquitoes away. Actually, ain't hardly nothing bigger than a housefly coming around right now. We got to keep the fire stoked up though, or they will come in. And there we got another dog over there. We got BJ. He evidently thinks he's got something treed or something. I don't know. He's climbing right up in that tree though, ain't he? He raises all kinds of canes. That's what it is. His chain's tangled up. No wonder. He's still climbing. He's going to try. Oh, my goodness, he's going to hang. Nope, I guess he's close enough he can fall on the ground if he slips off there again. I guess he's all right. I thought maybe... Well, I think I'm going to go sit down. Here's the booze we've been drinking. As you can see, that cheap-ass brother of mine's got some Secret and 7 there, some wild turkey, and some Jim Beam. Guess what the cheap little bastard's mixing with me? A little bit of Jim Beam and a lot of Coke. I know you're trying to flatter yourself, Mike. That ain't Jim Beam. That's not Jim Beam? It says Jim Beam. Yeah, it says Jim Beam. That's what I use for company, and your company. Canadian Mist, man. That's what it is. Well, I'm pretty goddamn weak, whatever it is. Very weak. Well, all I can say is, I'm glad Carol don't treat you the way you do. Hey, listen. It's free, right? What do you mean free? You're charging me $50 a night. No, I don't call that free. I think $50 is reasonable for, Class A accommodations like we're providing here. You damn sure being fed well enough. You mix all the gin too much, as long as you're mixing out of the right bottle. What a way to treat your brother. You gonna let the dog sleep with you again tonight? No, I'm not. Yeah, you can have it. What do you got the fire going there for, Will? Well, it's pretty chilly out here. It's just down to about 30 degrees right now. Nah, it ain't either. Oh, okay. Just down to 30 degrees. We got it going to It is pretty nice here, though, for being on, I guess BJ's happy there. Pretty nice out here for being July the 8th. About 65 degrees. Let's see. Here's our campground. Carol, what we're going to have for supper there? You want to tell me what we're going to have for supper? Did anybody tell me?
We're going to have steak. You like steak?
That looks kind of thin.
Yours is down here, Mike. Down here where the thick ones are.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
No. And we're going to have broccoli, and we're going to have potatoes. What else would you like, Mike?
Oh, broccoli and potatoes. Got any cheese sauce to put on that broccoli?
No, and I'm going to fix you a salad.
I guess you're taking pretty good care of me, then, ain't you?
Well, what?
I think he's wanting some beer. He likes the Coors, does he?
That's my band. That's my name brand. Coors.
We were stuck out in the Smith farm one time. Yeah. And Fluffy got fed up because we ran out of beer, and he told Carol he was going to run to the store and get him some, get him a Coors. And I'll be damned. She asked him, before he left, we were in the trailer right here. She asked him, said, hey, think about it, what's good? That son of a bitch brought back next to him. He drank his sort of brought back next and drank it right there in front of us. Went most of it. He brought two back, though. Brought two back. Then Lisa Tennyson, she's down here with Dana. She brought a little baby over here a while ago, a little baby called Amy. Everybody was trying to hold Amy and making her cry, except me. When I held her, why, she just giggled and laughed. She had a real good time with me. But Dana and Lisa, they're over there warming their hands up by the fire. Happy birthday, Clyde. Yeah, today is July 8th, 1988. This is Clyde Askren's birthday. He's not here with us to enjoy it. Too bad. We wish he was here, Clyde. What, honey? Oh, is that right, Lisa? Your birthday was on the 7th?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lisa. Now, Dana Marie, that ain't no way to treat a little girl. In the process of writing a book, it's how to win friends and influence people. Yeah. Well, a little bit of that right now. I guess she gets that from her father. Carol, I don't know why you ever married that worthless bastard. I told you not to. Tried to talk you out of it. This coming from a guy whose parents disowned him at a young age because he was juvenile. I wasn't really that bad now. Local cops just kind of had it in for me. I wasn't that bad. The guy's idea of his job is to mow one long one to work for $5. Claims he has regular employment.
Now, you shouldn't be talking about my dad like that, because it's easier.
You're out of the picture. You're out of the picture.
It's easier. You're going to be a big...
You're not in the picture. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off, then. I guess Dana and her little friends split up a little bit. Bye-bye. Poking into them potatoes with that knife. I mean, I know that damn thing ain't clean. I just used it for a screwdriver this morning. Oh, it feels good. That's why. It feels real good. Carol, what's that you just put on the fire there? Broccoli? God damn it, that's rabbit food. I don't like that stuff. Well, that's about all we had, really. You've got me halfway thinking I'm a vegetarian since I've been down here. Hey, listen, that's your brother you're talking to now. Bad enough I got to put up with that shit from your husband, but I shouldn't have to put up with it from you. Take that. Ah! Fade it out. You gonna let him treat your brother like that, Carol? Well, he's getting ready to throw some steaks on. It's damn sure about time. We're all getting pretty hungry. I don't know if we're gonna have enough light here to pick this up. But getting pretty weak. Battery's getting real weak. Don't overdo it there now with that salt. Oh yeah, love pepper on it. What's that? Garlic salt wasn't the first thing he's putting on there. Oh, it did. No, I didn't. He's trying to get me in trouble. Wasn't me. Well, this battery's getting awful weak. Yeah. Probably going to turn out fairly dark even. Yeah, probably. Jam one more time. Got a pretty good fire going over there. A lot of smoke. That helps keep the mosquitoes away. Well, you're doing a good job, it looks like. How are the steaks doing? Are you ready to turn them steaks? Yeah. Okay, well, I know Carol went inside to make a salad. I'm not really crazy. I don't know. I don't like salads real well. Don't like bread too well. Steak and potatoes now. I could probably eat some steak and potatoes. How them steaks coming along? A little bit of a fire over here. Oh, you did? Hi, Jake. Getting that hot, is it? Yeah. I don't want you burning my blasted. Well, here we are down at Stewart, Alaska right now. These are Seagrass Mountains. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Stewart over there on the other side. The village of Stewart. We're across the bay from it.
Oh, we are.
Getting ready to go up Oyster Fly Creek to see if we can snag up some salmon. We're going to use snag hook. Slightly illegal, but this time of day, I don't think there's going to be anybody up there. Well, we're going to get moving on. We'll stop right in the middle of the highway here. We prefer to call them Alaskan flies. July Creek, right where it runs into the ocean at. These guys are down here fishing in the ocean. It's against the law to fish in this freshwater creek, but the salmon come in out of the ocean here and come up. Hey, Jake, get out of the camera there. Get out of the way of the camera, Jake. Tell Jake, get out of the way, Dana. I want him out of the way. He's walking right. Get out of the way, Jake. I'm not doing this to you. I'm trying to get that guy on catching the fish down there. Anyways, you can catch fish out of the ocean here. You can snag them with big treble hooks with lead soldered onto them. That is Seward, the town of Seward, across the highway, across the bay. We'll go over there in a little while. After there's one guy netted one there. I'm still a pretty good ways off from him. I'm probably an eighth of a mile off, but I'm pulling him in on a zoom lens. Hey, get out of there, Dane. I don't want you in there either. Because I'm not taking a picture of you right at the moment. I'm taking a picture of these guys fishing. This is a little bay here. Like I said, where 4th of July Creek runs into it. There's the creek. They had a lot of salmon running up and down this creek. You can see them with the naked eye, but you really can't see them. It's not very deep. You can't see them with the camera. I've already looked. Somebody down there at least caught one. Got the mountains right in the background there. Chugach Mountain. And we'll try and get some shots from glaciers this afternoon. I think we're going to go out on a tour boat down here that the Air Force has. Go out on that. Got a pretty bad forest fire going right over here. I don't know, it's been kind of dry up here and fire's burning. I don't know if it's gonna, how far it's gonna spread, but right now they got a pretty bad fire going over there. We drove right by it on the way down. They're fighting it, trying to get it put out. Will wanted to stop and help me. I said, nah. Sit down there and take some pictures and do a little fishing instead. These are the Chugach Mountains all the way around this bay. It's in a pretty good spot. Just making a complete circle here. Gonna come right back around. Sun's real bright today. The sun's shining good, but salt breeze coming in off that ocean. It's pretty cool there. It's coming right in over them mountains and glaciers and so forth, and it's pretty chilly out here. But I've got to admit, every time I've been down here, it's been pretty chilly, so just to be expected. And there we are, made a complete circle. There's Seward back on the other side of the bay. On the Alaskan Fortune Show, coming to you live from Seward, Alaska. This is Mrs. Carol Askren out here trying to snag some salmon out of the bay right where 4th of July Creek runs into the ocean down here. Today is July the 9th, 1988, 2:30 in the afternoon, local time. And she don't seem to be having too much luck. We'll be back with Mrs. Askren in a minute. For the time being, we're going to come on downstream here a little bit. That's her husband over there, Will Askren. He don't seem to be having a great deal of luck either. Right behind him, somebody had some luck. He's pulling one out there, it looks like. As usual, Will's showing his best side. Also, he's standing right in front of the camera. That guy's going right down on the bank. They seem to be catching quite a few out of here. We just got down. I haven't had a chance to throw my rod in yet, but I will. I'm going to put the camera down here in just a minute, grab my rod, start jerking it. Notice the technique. That's the way you snag these. They jerk them. Well, usually they do. There Will's jerking his rod. There he is. Will's jerking his own rod. He sure is. He claims this is his favorite type of fishing. I guess Carol has got over there with Will right at the moment. They're both over there fishing. There he is. He's showing the technique that makes him appreciate this sport the most. See if we can get a little bit of a close-up there. I'm pretty good ways off from him. There's the cast overhand. That's good. Closes the bail. Wait just a second. Nah. And here they are. He's jerking his rod a little bit, but he was telling me before we started that his rod just isn't big enough to really jerk it hard. He says, need a little bigger rod, but he seems to be doing a pretty good job. But this appears to be Will's favorite type of fishing. He says the flies aren't too expensive. Matter of fact, Jake says they're not really flies. He says Jake says they're grab hooks. Will says, no, they're a special type of fly. It's true, it don't have any feathers on it, but they don't really need them either. And I think Will had one on a while ago, but it got off. Maybe he didn't have one on, I don't know. Tide is coming in right now, and it's very cold, very windy down here. This guy over here, he seems to know what he's doing. This boy seems to be an expert. There he goes. Got a sidearm cast. Now watch this action. I'm going to come around on it. Oh, look at that jerk. He really knows how to jerk his rod, I'll tell you that. You can look, there he jerks that pole. He says he's been jerking his pole for about 20 years. He knows just how to do it. There we go. That's it. That's it. Away for the camera. Thank you. Okay. That's sideways cast again. Now watch. He's going to jerk it. Watch. He's an expert at jerking that pole, I'll tell you. Looky there. Folks, have you ever seen any action like this before? Would you look at that? Look at him jerk that pole. Like I say, he claims he's been jerking that pole for about 20, 25 years. He said I should be a pro at it for now. And I asked him, I said, Mr. Rodriguez, why do you jerk the pole like that? And he said, well, it just feels good. Then we're going to go on down the beach here a little bit. Somebody just landed one over here. Let's see if we can get in on it a little bit closer. They're gutting them out. Make them last a little bit longer. There's the eggs Will got out of that one. He says he's going to save these eggs and cure them using for egg bait, or for salmon bait. That's a big hen right there. This one over here, it was a male. It didn't have any eggs in it. Just intestines, liver, and a heart, air bladder, that sort of thing. There, and not anymore though. Not. I should be able to see you real clear, shouldn't I? It ain't going. Come down here at Stewart. Let's go close up there so you see him, then we'll go back. Okay. My pole harder than you did, Mark. Yeah. I understand. Mike's out here at Stewart. trying to catching a few fish. You can see it's a really rough day out here. Back up here a little bit. Show you how he does it. Yeah. What we got here is a backlash. Here we are down at the marina at Seward. Pretty nice little marina. There's the mountains in the background again. All around the bay here. And we're getting ready to go out on an Air Force tour boat, if we can get on it anyway. Those are some of the Air Force boats right here tied up. Now, these are the fishing boats. I don't know if these are the ones we're going to be going out on or not. They've named these Salton, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. People down here seem to be real friendly. The people that live here anyway. They're very, very fond of tourists and the tourist dollars. They seem to be very money hungry. I think you can get just about anything in this town for $1. Well, I'm going to shut this off for a minute. We're going to walk on down the stairs here and go down and see if we got drawed out to go out on this boat. I don't know for a fact whether we got drawed out or not, but I guess chances are going to be pretty good that we did get drawed out. And have this set of stairs here we go down. We're going to go out on one of the boats, grab on the dock itself where the boat's at, and we're waiting to be drawed, see if we got drawed out on this boat. I'm just taking a little picture of the marina, Seward Marina. There comes one in, looks like Pacific Star. Quest Charter. A lot of boats down here. Like I say, beautiful scenery. There's the people standing in line to see if they got drawn out to go on this boat. They're standing down here with us. Everybody will not get to go. Yeah. Hi, Jake. You're going to be fishing while me and Dane and your mom go out, Jake? Yeah. Good luck. I hope you catch something. I hope we do. It's going to be for me. You guys are real good. I might let you look at it, but I doubt that. There's Ward and Carol and Fluffy and Benjamin, or BJ. Yeah, you're sitting right there on a boat, ain't you? Well, don't get in it, honey. You're too close to me. I can't pick you up with it. Too close, sweetheart. I gotta move. I guess he's gonna tie the dogs up there. I don't know if he's figuring on drowning them if they jump over or what. On a glacier here, there's a house right on the ocean. We're probably about a half mile away from that house. Matter of fact, there's two houses there. I don't know if you see the other one or not. I guess not. Another house right over there past this one. He's right on the ocean. Swing around here. And it's hard. These boats wobbling around. It's pretty hard to stay steady. He's cutting loose. He's gonna let us try and get this glacier over here. It's been a pretty I don't know just exactly what this is. Coming on around, there's the glacier right there. I don't know what the name of it is. We're pretty close to it. All through out here just a little bit. There we go. Today's July 9th, about 5:30 p.m. We're out on the cruise on a boat, Air Force boat called the Jackpot. Still haven't seen any whales yet, sea lions, otters, that sort of thing. But we intend to. We're going to. We just haven't got anything yet. At the top of the boat, so forth. Okay, there's this thing glacier. Like I say, I'm going to swing around now to the right. I can see the tip of another glacier. Right there at the very top, right in the center of the screen, out there. Awful lot of snow out here. It's very cold. Real pretty. Don't know how it's going to show up on the TV set, but out here it's got a real pretty blue tint to it. Real pretty. To the other side of the boat now. Show you the rest of these mountains. Got the fog and the mist hanging over them. All kinds of snow up there. A lot of snow up there. Real pretty, all these trees and so forth. A lot of boats out here. Glacier again. This is Prospect Glacier. Captain of the boat just told me. Big chunk of blue ice there, millions of years old. Very pretty. There's a big green valley right there. That's very pretty too. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Be a wonderful place to stay and live. Well, there's some more boats in the harbor. Coming up in the mountains, a lot of snow. This boat is rocking a little bit. All kinds of clouds up there where it meets, top of that mountain meets the sky. The mountain is real green. I don't know if I got that waterfall now. This mountain here. Zoom in on it a little bit. Pretty good drop there. Looks like about 300 or 400 feet. Water running out of that, off that mountainside, dropping down into the snow below. Coming right about 6 o'clock p.m. Taking a picture right off the back of the boat. The ocean, the mountains in the background. I'm going to swing right around here slowly. I think I'm far enough back we can get most of them in there. Pretty good sized boat. It's got 2 diesel engines in it, so it's making quite a bit of noise. Not too much we can do about that. But the fog hanging over them mountains is really pretty. I'm getting some spray on me. I'm going to swing around the other way and get back behind this bulkhead. Very, very pretty setting up there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, we haven't seen any animals yet. I figured, you know, been out an hour or two, I might as well go ahead and start filming something. I'm going to recharge these batteries when I get back in, so might as well at least take a picture of the shoreline. Okay, now I'm shooting off at some mountains on the other side of the boat. They're real pretty too. Realize it's rocking a little bit, but there's not too much I can do about that. Pretty wavy out here. Not real rough, but it's fairly rough, and just not too much we can do about that. There's the corner of the boat right there. Sure is pretty out here. Right there's at least one eagle in it. We just saw it flapping around. I think we're getting ready to throw it a fish, see if it'll come down and pick it up. There is a big flock of seagulls out here. They were really thick. There must have been several hundred of them when we first come in here. We spooked them up. They jumped up and got out, but they're in here feeding on little anchovy-like fish. They're not anchovy. They call them blackfish, but we picked the fish up on the radar inside the cabin here, and I guess they are really thick. Well, you can see them on the radar. We saw them on the radar. They were thick. Pretty well scattered them out, I'm afraid. There's still a few out here, but the majority of them took off. They didn't like that boat. Go ahead, honey. That's okay. Go on past me. Here comes the Coast Guard right now. Coast Guard cutter. They're coming down here. They're a little irritated because we're down here molesting these animals, and we're going to fire this thing up and get out of here. I think we can outrun them. We got 2 big diesel engines there, about 500 horsepower. I don't know. They're coming on pretty fast, but well, I believe we're going to be able to swing around here and get away from them. Those blackbirds there are cormorants. There's one right there. That's a cormorant. I realize that was a pretty shaky move, but those are cormorants, those 3 black ones you see right there. The rest of them are seagulls, and they're pretty thick. They're the ones we just jumped out of the water there. They all came over here. We kind of scared them off. They didn't like it too well. There they are. Bunch of seagulls. They were on the water just a minute ago, and we pulled the boat right up the center of them. I say, these blackbirds are cormorants. I don't know what in the hell they are, but the captain of the boat thought they were special enough we ought to pull in close enough to get some pictures of them. To be honest with you, I think we a little bit disappointed maybe because we didn't, so far we've been out about 3 hours and we ain't seen hardly shit yet. Haven't seen any whales, haven't seen any sea otters, haven't seen anything really except mountains and oceans. One eagle's nest, there was an eagle in it, but it didn't come out for us. I think right now he's getting pretty desperate. He sees some seagulls. He wants to stop and thinks we ought to take pictures of them. Some caves in the side of the mountain here. I don't know how far back in they go or anything about it. They haven't told us, but definitely big caves. You could definitely run a boat back in them if you wanted to. The whole base of this mountain is covered with caves like that. Big ledges. There's the birds over there. They're feeding on something over there now. I'll zoom this out. Maybe we can get a little better picture of most of the whole mountain there. Pretty good sized rock. The way I understand it, I guess the federal government's still got some land they want you to homestead up there in Alaska. That'll be there is the famous Rock of Gibraltar. You know, like some of these insurance men are always telling you, we're going to give you a piece of the rock. Probably a lot of people didn't know that Rock of Gibraltar was right off the coast of Seward. But looky, there it is, just bigger than all get out here in the background. 10 miles away, I've really zoomed in on it. Big glacier there, real pretty. Boat's running at a pretty fast clip right now, it's a little bit rough. About 8 o'clock on July the 9th, 1988. This camera has got a function to insert the time and date, but some asshole must have left the switch on it, burned the batteries out. I haven't been able to get a new set of batteries for it yet. That's a pretty good sized glacier right there. Like I say, we are a good 10 miles away from it. By zooming her in, you can get it pretty close. Now, if there was just something I could do for this boat bouncing in the water, well, I'd probably have her made, but I just don't know what it would be. Okay, we got some sea lions up here. A minute ago, but one of them slid in the water, I think. I don't know, we'll probably stop and give it a little space or something, I don't know. They were talking like they might. Pretty good size one. Well, I suppose we'll go over there in a minute, but for right now, I'm going to come back to this one. Well, somebody toss him a beach ball. I want to see him spin it. Yeah, he's moving around a little bit. The boat is really rocking. We're just about stopped there. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to him. Somebody here's making noises saying, there he is, getting ready to, pretty good size, as you can see. We're getting pretty close to it right now. And I would say it's probably gonna jump in the water if they keep messing with it. Yeah, I'd say. There's one asleep over there. All this noise and we still ain't woke it up yet. Maybe we can. We'll try. He's trying to sleep, but we're going to come over and wake him up, it looks like. We got to go real slow through here. There's a lot of rocks. The boat's bouncing pretty good. That's why this camera's jiggling naturally. Is that right? They're really thick in here, huh? That'd be good if we could. Get up, lazy bum. He's just laying there. He's kind of ignoring us. Not a bit concerned about too much of anything, it don't look like. Forget it. We're gonna come and get you. Come and get you. It's blue. Real pretty. Just beautiful here. Oh my. He's waving at us. Guy in front of him is holding his arm out, kind of out at us now. I had to move a little bit to get away from the people in front of me. The boat's crowded. We got 18 people on it. Seen a certification inside there. It's supposed to hold 18 or 32, but Air Force only lets them put 18 on it. Well, he's just sitting there. I don't know if he's hurt or injured or what. He don't act like he's going to get up off of there for us, does he? He must have got into a batch of bad fish or something, because he sure ain't wanting to move off that rock very much, I'll say that. Well, we're coming up on an entire colony of sea lions on this rock up here. We're still probably about a quarter of a mile away from them, and slowing down a little bit. The boat is bouncing pretty good. I don't know. Believe me, if this makes you sit watching, you won't be sicker than I am taking. The boat is bouncing. Okay, I just hit my backlight button. Maybe I can get a little more light in on this picture. The water's a beautiful green color here. And they are just everywhere up there. Yeah, seal hunter to have this is a seal hunter's dream right here. You just see it now, a couple of big harpoons, we could have that rock all red instead of brown. Well, maybe somebody on the boat will do something to scare them. I'd sure like to see them all go jumping in the water. For the most part, they don't really seem to care too much about us being here. I can hear them growling. Two up there fighting. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Over here, we got a couple in the water. Yeah, they're oinking like some pigs. And out here in the water, got a few of them out here playing around. They're playing in the water. I think they're showing off for us. The boat is really rocking. I'm trying to hold it steady, but the camera's steady, but the boat is really rocking around. A few of them saying they're fighting. I don't really think they're fighting. I think that big one's wanting to breed the little one, but the little one's a male. He don't want to be bred. a natural phenomenon that occurs in animals a lot of times out in the wild. He's raising all kinds of hell, that's for sure. I think he's wanting to fight. This darn boat's bouncing around. And you can see some of the waves splashing up there now. You got a pretty good tide right here. Oh, we still got a few of them right out here playing around in the water. They don't really care too much. Looks like we got another little match going on up here. Well, we still haven't seen any whales, any beluga whales or killer whales. I have seen them up here in the years past. Even got pictures of a couple of killer whales with my other camera, but I think we're starting to run out of time a little bit. Probably ain't going to see them this time. I'm going to leave our little sea lions alone here for a minute. Going right around up this rock. There we go. That's a lookout tower. See if I can find it again. That was built during World War II to look out for Japanese ships. The lookout tower way up high on this mountain right off the coast of Alaska, of Seward, Alaska. Well, if you go on up this rock to the left of these fields, there we go. That's another lookout right there. Like I say, the United States built these to be on the lookout for Japanese ships during World War II. Can't get as good a view of that one as you can the other one over here. We are in the trailer. Jake. We can't get a shot at Jake here. However, Dana won't get up. Mike said to zoom in on him. You know what's going to happen here. He'll just say, boy, I can close up. There's the bra. There's protein. otherwise known as Mr. Popularity. Hey, I can't believe it. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. I've had somebody, a woman, actually kiss my fancies and my affections. I can't believe it.
Good morning, Dana.
This just don't happen.
Woke up. She looks, well, just a second here.
30 a.m. Sunday, July the 10th, 1988. Here's Jake in his camping trailer. Hello, son. Come on, Jake. Get up here, big boy. The Great Alaskan Sportsman Show. We're with our hosts there, Willard and Carol Askren. You can see they're getting ready to put their waders on right now. Looks like Carol's already kind of beat us to the gun. I was kind of hoping we'd get a little skin there when she put her waders on, but no such luck. Well, so much for this part of the show. Yeah, these Alaskan flies you've been talking about, Will, were real interesting. Let me see one of them. We'll get a close-up on it. Alaskan flies, they're pretty skimpy. Don't have a whole lot of material here. What we've got is just a great big treble hook with some sharp hooks on the end of it. And what's that thing in the center of it? Looks like lead weight to keep it down on the bottom. Yeah, you got to get down to where the fish are to use lead weight. And they bite them? Oh, they bite them. Yeah. And they'll bite them. Sometimes they'll use the mouth in their tail. Sometimes the mouth in their belly. Sometimes the mouth on their head, behind the head. They got a lot of mouths. These specific salmon have a lot of mouths. Understandable. You just have no weather like that. But it sounds to me like you're snagging them, Will. No, we don't. Excuse me, what's on me? Son, what's your name?
I'm telling you, my name is Peter Jackson.
You don't miss too many meals, do you, Jake? His ass. Yeah, what'd you have for breakfast this morning, Jake?
Nothing?
That's a lie, I know that. You didn't get to be your size at your age. What was it? How many did he eat, honey? One box or two? And what's your name, miss? Dana? Like in Danish roll? Seriously, before you roll this power up on the thing, what you're going to do, down here at the Stewart Resurrection Base, Alaska. This is called 4th of July Creek. The creek is running right over here. 4th of July Creek. Okay. Where that creek runs into the ocean right here, into the bay, right. Salmon come up. We're down to high tide. We're about an hour away from high tide right now. Is that legal? It's legal from June 15th to June 20th. Huh. See what's on here. He's playing it pretty good. Let me see if I can give you a close-up here. Rod. It's a big one. Yeah, he's got a nice one. Nice one. He's making another back back. Right. They're doing a pretty good job, dude. Come on, Mike, get him in. Zooming in on him now. Bring him on out of the water. I'm zooming in on him, so bring him out. No, I can't get him, man. Can't get him? No, you're messing around too much. You got to get him in if you're going to. There it is. Okay. I believe I got him. All right. Run down there and grab him. Hold him up for us. Get him on up out of that water. Come on, drag him on out. Get him in. Now, Mike, hold on right there. That's good enough. You're getting too close. Can you tell us, what did you catch him on?
I caught him on the Alaskan fly, Will.
Any particular model, or?
Matter of fact, looks like he's been hooked before.
Here's Jake. He's got a nice one on. Keep that rod up, Jake. Keep the line tight. Keep that rod tip up. Attaboy, Jake. We'll start reeling then. Hold him right there. That's it. Reel the line. Tighten up. He's going back out. Tighten up. That's a nice one, Jake. Go get him. Reel him in tight. Drag it. Back up. Drag it up there. Attaboy, Jake. Easy, easy, easy. Now, easy with that rock. Hey. Attaboy. That's a good one, Jake. Pick him up by the tail there. Let me see him. Come on, Jake. Take it easy with him. Don't let. Take it easy. Take it easy. Looks like you got him, huh? Look at him jump. Look at him jump. All right. Here we are fishing right in the ocean, Resurrection Bay, July the 10th, 1988. Okay, Jake, bring him on up. Bring him on in, Jake. Where's he at? I got him. Bring him on in. Get a closer up of that. What is that? That's a trout. That's a Dolly Varden trout. Boy, that is a nice one, Jake. Don't lose him.
He's a nice one. He put up a pretty big fight, too.
Boy, that is a nice one. That's a Dolly Varden, huh? Turn around and see the other side of it. Boy, you had him hooked good, didn't you?
Right there.
How much you reckon that weighs, Jake? There we've got a couple of salmon swimming around in the water. You can just barely see them. Just barely see them. I'm holding my polarized glasses over the lens. You gotta really look close, but right in the center of the screen there is a salmon there, maybe more than one. I see two. There they are. 2 or 3 in there now. Right in the middle of the screen. Like I say, I'm holding polarized sunglasses up in front of my lens, but it's not doing a real good job. But you can see them in there. Water they're in 7 or 8 inches deep. It is against a lot of fish here. They're in fresh water, 4th of July Creek. We're about 50 or 60 yards from the ocean. The tide's gone out. They're locked in there. They can't get back out in the ocean, and they can't go on up the stream either. They're locked right here till the tide comes in. There they are, right? That's 2 of them right in the center of the stream. Now there's 3 of them. Pretty nice salmon. Yep, I'm getting them. I don't know how these are gonna turn out, but we can always hope for the best. right in here. Like I say, it's a real shame we can't. Real shame we can't fish right here because they're in there and you can see them, and they're only in about 6 or 7 inches of water.
Which is small. Okay,
No, they're not that small. Well, I suppose this is enough of Wild Wild Kingdom. I think, like I say, I'll shoot this camera on downstream into the ocean itself where on the way down there we'll see Will cleaning some fish that we caught here. Looks like we're pretty well. There's another one just coming. Okay, well, as I say, downstream here a little ways, there's Will and Carol over there cleaning some fish. It's not very far at all. There's the ocean right there. And Seward right across the bay. This is July 10th, 1988. Now Seward. Come right back over here. There's Will and Carol cleaning the fish. Our fish. I guess we're going to try and take these in somewhere and trade them for smoked fish. We've already got a freezer full of salmon and halibut. Don't have room for any more. We're going to be real lucky if I can take home the ones that we've already caught and frozen. No, we couldn't do that either. So, I guess we're going to go ahead and flay these out, take them in somewhere, and see if they'll trade them for some already canned salmon or smoked salmon, whatever kind of deal we can make with them. There's a lot of places up here that take fresh fish in on trade. That's what we're going to try and do. We got 2 salmon there and 1 Dolly Varden. So I think we'll go ahead and keep that Dolly, cook it for supper tonight. Hold them up for a minute, Will. Let's take a look at them. That's not a bad size fish. £2, Hess? How long did it take you to flay it in? That's real good. Bet you're real proud of that. Yeah. You wouldn't try and bullshit our TV audience there, would you? You got it. I think there's a flay knife in the truck. Not one in there. Is that my knife he's mangling on that board? Well, I can tell that.
my knife.
That's a pretty good looking chunk of meat there, ain't it? Did you cut yourself?
Not too bad. Just some. I'll tell you what, guys, I think you ought to release it.
That's a pretty good sized chunk of meat, ain't it? Rewind what? No. Give me that camera, Willard. Okay. Here at Seward, down at the bay, there's some boats out in the harbor. People down here fishing. Right where a little creek does run right into the river, or into the ocean, I mean, where a creek runs into the ocean. Come on up this creek a little ways. And across the road, we got a real nice waterfall over there. Coming underneath this bridge. Well, we got a couple of cars sitting on the bridge and a truck, so I'm just going to take a picture of the ocean here for a minute, and the mountains. And maybe them vehicles will get off the bridge there, and I can go ahead and take a picture of that waterfall. There you can see the haze hanging down. It's been real overcast all day. July the 10th, about 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. It's been hazy all day long. We went down to Resurrection Bay this morning. Did wind up catching some nice fish down there. There's just mountains everywhere down here. It's really a pretty spot. It's even prettier when those clouds aren't hanging in like this, although it's not real bad when they are. It's even prettier, I think, when they're not. It'd be a beautiful place to stay and live, that's for sure. Oh, you can see part of it there. Can't really see all of it. Water's rushing across, dropping down over there and getting churned up. Then it comes underneath the road. And of course, when it does, why, got all kinds of salmon trying to come in here. A lot of times you can see the salmon trying to go up that waterfall. They can't make it, but they still try. They'll go up it, maybe a third of the way, and fall back down. It's just too steep, too fast for them. They can't get it. Popular tourist spot too. Gray Line of Alaska just came in. Gonna bring some people down here to see it. Right at this particular time, the tide is out. When the tide goes out, why, the salmon cannot come out of the Moose River down at the town of Sterling. We're standing in Isaac Walton's campground right now, and we're looking across the river to the Alaska Basin, which is a private-owned campground. When the red salmon come up this river, and they do, so the Kenai is on further up this way. These red salmon come up the Kenai and then come up the Moose. And they also continue on up the Kenai on the other side. We'll walk over there and show you in a little bit. But right here, this water that you see right here is real, real slack. And a lot of people like to fish for the salmon right here because what they do is snag them. Of course, it's illegal. You can't keep them, but once in a while you snag them in the mouth and keep them in. Yeah, we're still down here on the Moose River. People lined up fishing. Really a pretty setting. Really a shame it's so crowded. Got a lot of motorhomes across, campers and so forth over across the river. Confluence of the Moose and the Kenai River. Some of these guys are out there in water pretty deep. That old boy on the extreme left there, he got on a pretty high pair of boots. He's out there where it counts. The old cowboy there, he's gonna get wet if he slips on a rock. He's definitely. Yeah, I'm zoomed in as much as I can. There's Russian River Campground on the Kenai River. Right in front of us is the ferry crossing. That big red boat there, that is the ferry. It runs across the river on these cables here. Take people over to the other side. There are a few people over there right now. One guy standing behind that tree. They aren't really running through here too good just yet, but they will be probably later on in the week. We'll be gone by then. Only see one guy over there across the river. Does appear like maybe we got a few getting ready to take off in the ferry to go across. This ferry's kind of unique. Okay, the ferry's kind of unique. They set it at a certain angle, and in the water, and the water just absolutely pushes it to the other side, and then when they get ready to bring it back, take people over to the other side. There are a few people over there right now. One guy standing behind that tree. They aren't really running through here too good just yet, but they will be probably later on in the week. We'll be gone by then. Only see one guy over there across the river. Does appear like maybe we got a few getting ready to take off in the ferry to go across. This ferry's kind of unique. Okay, the ferry's kind of unique. They set it at a certain angle, and in the water, and the water just absolutely pushes it to the other side, and then when they get ready to bring it back, they turn it at the opposite angle, and the waves on it, or the current on it, propels it back to this bank. I mean, right in front of us is the ferry crossing. That big red boat there, that is the ferry. It runs across the river on these cables here. Take people over to the other side. There are a few people over there right now. One guy standing behind that tree, slips on a rock. He's definitely. Yeah, I'm zoomed in as much as I can. There's Russian River Campground on the Kenai River. Right in front of us is the old cowboy there. He's gonna get wet if he slips on a rock. He's definitely. Yeah, I'm zoomed in as much as I can. There's Russian River Campground on the Kenai River. He's out there where it counts. The old cowboy there, he's gonna get wet and left there. He got on a pretty high pair of boots. He's out there where it counts. The old cowboy there, he's gonna get wet if he slips on a rock. He's definitely. Yeah, I'm zoomed in as much as I can. There's Russian River Campground on the Kenai River. Right in front of us is the ferry crossing. That big red boat there, that is the ferry. It runs across the river on these cables here. Take people over to the other side. There are a few people over there right now. One guy standing behind that tree. These aren't really running through here too good just yet, but they will be probably later on in the week. We'll be gone by then. Only we see one guy over there across the river. It does appear like maybe we got a few getting ready to take off in the ferry to go across. This ferry's kind of unique. Okay, ferry's kind of unique. They set it at a certain angle, and in the water, and the water just absolutely pushes it to the other side, and then when they get ready to bring it back, they turn it at the opposite angle, and the waves on it, or the current on it, propels it back to this bank. I mean, he's getting ready to take off. And there he goes. That's right. There's no engine on it, no motor. There he goes. He's got the angle. Now the current's gonna take it right across. Got a wheel on the back there that takes in the line from one side or the other, however they want it. They do charge what, Will? $2 to $3, $2.50 to go across, $2, something like that. $3 round trip to go across that river. Very deep river. A lot deeper than it looks, I'm telling you.
We had a guy get killed out here last year. A guy that worked down at Wynn's restaurant came down here at night. He was drunk and bet somebody $10 or something like that. He could cross that cable hand over hand.
Oh yeah, I was here when that happened. I remember that. Yeah. Sure did. I remember that. He was a cook down here at the restaurant. They're coming back. This is a beautiful setting here. Clouds in over the mountains. Almost kind of reminds you of Tennessee a little bit, except it's a lot colder here. Now they're coming back. They've got the ferry turned sideways the opposite direction now. Current's pushing against the opposite side of the boat now, and it's bringing her right on over here.
Now, can you imagine how much luck they'd have steering that pressure?
As far as a dandy waterfall, if that thing would come undone off that cable, I'm telling you, they're going for a hell of a ride. There just ain't no doubt about it. If it comes off that cable, they're definitely going to go for a ride. We're sitting right here in Will's Blazer taking this shot. And we have to go down to Seward and pick Carol up. She's down there out on a deep sea boat fishing, so I think we're going to go ahead. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Will Ashton. We're out here on Sterling Highway. We just come out from the Moose River. And by golly, we got something to show you. Come on. Walk right this way. I don't see any reds down there yet, but you're not allowed to fish on the bridge anyway. We don't have any rods in the middle. But look at that sucker. Icy cold. That's Mike. He can tell you. He's fallen in a few times. You cold, Mike?
Pretty chilly.
Yeah.
It's Glacier Runoff. Nice and blue, real deep blue. Got some white water in it there. It's definitely cold. I did fall into it a time or two. It's something you'll remember.
Right on back up the road here, Wade. You can't run back and get it now, but up the road, there's a Russian River runs into this. Russian River is one of the famous fabled red salmon sockeye rivers up here in Alaska. I don't see any red salmon, Mike.
No.
So we found out the Moose River and see we're going to show you how to catch those little critters.
House we're always looking at when we drive by, right up on the hill over the Kenai River. And I mean, it's a beautiful setting too. There's no two ways about it. It's a real pretty setting. Actually, there's two houses up here. Got this one right here. And then down below it, we've got another one. You can't really... This angle isn't doing this house justice. I'll tell you, on up the road, there's no place to pull over. We might get a better shot of it there, but definitely a pretty house. Right down in there is the second house, and like I say, this angle is not doing either one of them justice. We'll try and do a little better when we get up the road. I'm shooting this in a curve in the bend in the Kenai River from the truck. Okay, we're going to move on up the road till I can get a better angle. Yeah, we're going down the road, and I'm taking a picture here of that house. The house I was telling you couldn't see from the angle of the highway. Looks like they're building a new one there. Mike had to go take a whiz, and where he's using that is these little portable restrooms up here. And we'll get him when he comes out. There he is right there. They normally don't like to go out to where the halibut are. And, you know, they're scared shitless to go out there, and what they do is they take you over to where these red snappers are, and you see they are pretty good. They like them because they're pretty. They're not really particularly good eating, they're just pretty. She's kind of flat-chested, ain't she? Well, they got a sack full of red snappers there. And some lingcod. Hard day out on. Well, that's a good idea. Good. Oh, look, Mike's filming it. Hey, Mike. I understand Mike Ruby has this dream about building a fire with just one match, right? If you do it right, and I've seen him do it numerous times, if you do it right, you can build a real good fire, and it'll keep burning even when it's raining with one match, but you got to know what you're doing. Have you ever seen him build a fire on top of the grate like this with holes in the bottom of it with one match? Well... Why would you want to build a fire on top of the grate? I mean, you're supposed to build the fire inside the grate. All that wood won't fit inside that grate. When you cut all this wood, you're not burning. I mean, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but a tree this size right here represents something like 15 to 20 years of a life of a tree. And I don't know, do this certain amount of power and burning all that stuff up in about a few minutes. We're talking about 400 years of plant life. And you're going to destroy about 2 years. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, you got to pay particular attention to that. To lay the base of the fire, take a special kind of wood. Dry pine, Alaskan pine is the right wood. You need to lay a nice, smooth base for it. Notice I'm going to do this on top of this grill. Yeah, you said you was going to. I still don't know, you know, why don't you build it inside the grill? Much better on the outside like this. You want to get them close together, but you want a little bit of airspace, okay? Like this. Wow, here's a good one. Right there. You are going to show this to Mike Ruby, aren't you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll show it to him. He can learn from this. The next thing you want to do is you're going to take a little bit more dry pine and you're going to lay it across like this. Okay? Start in the middle and work ourselves out. Notice I'm trying to get some greatest piece of lumber I can. And also notice that the one in the middle is a little bit bigger in diameter than the one
ones I'm going to put out inside. Just the reason decided not to plant it later. All that important to you. But as you go out, it's real important to get even smaller and smaller. Okay? I think that would be fine right there.
I thought y'all put the smaller stuff at the base, at the bottom.
No. Not this way. Not when you build a fire like this. Now we're just going to take more of this dry pine. We're going to put it right up on top again. Okay? What we're getting is a crossword effect here.
Started with that. I really don't.
Oh! Yeah. Yeah. You will.
Another name is rock pattern.
Well, that's what the kids like to call it.
But it also
Roll along
uses...
there.
Will, I think you're stacking too much wood up at one time there. I don't think you're going to get a...
I'll tell you what. We'll just leave it just like that.
I don't think you're going to get a proper draft if you put too much wood on it at one time.
All you need now is some elastic. Got that? Elastic. Special sauce. I keep it here in this gas can. You'll notice that it's not gas. It's green colored. It's not gas. Back off, guys. No, seriously, back off.
It's blue right there.
See how green that is?
Yeah?
There's a reason for it. It's a special sauce. Not so highly explosive.
Yeah, but now that's kind of defeating the purpose of, building a fire with one match. If you pour, you got to carry some kind of a liquid with you out in the middle of nowhere to start a fire.
You don't have to, but it helps. It helps a little bit. What we're going to do here is, like this right here, there you go. Oh, here's a fire. Or we might burn a truck up here.
Yeah, you definitely got a fire going. There ain't no doubt about that.
Now it'll burn for quite some time, just like that. You won't have to add a whole lot of fuel to it or nothing. But you guys back off. Back off. Stay away. Stay away. We'll have a good fire going here pretty soon.
Well, it looks like you got a pretty good fire going right now, really.
Oh, well, but as the draft comes in and blows up, we'll start laying some of this on there, which really, it's just naturally got a lot of water content in it. That fire will get so hot, you'll start burning this stuff. It's a lot cheaper. It doesn't cost quite so much to grow a tree like this. That's about a 12, 13-year-old tree right there that's just cut from. We're probably 4 trees a day since we've been here. Been here for 5 days. We're real happy. We're real satisfied with this trip.
Have you caught any fish?
No, I've been so busy. Been so busy burning wood that we forgot about the fish.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
Mike and I went up to the Moose River today, as we showed you on the camera. What we weren't able to do was show you us catching some of these red salmon that are running up that river right now. You can see we got our limit. You're only allowed 2 a day. We got them at 4 here. And Mike was lucky enough to latch into this silver. I don't know if you can see or not, if Mike can get back, Jake. Mike can zoom in or not. Oh, they got some nice teeth to it. That's some real nice teeth. That sucker there is probably going off 20 pounds. Easily 20 pounds. Yeah. Those are mean fish, boy. Tell you what, we've had plenty of fishermen, myself included, been out there wading around in that water and had one of these take a chunk out of our waders. Good thing they're made out of thick rubber. I'll tell you that. But we had a pretty successful day. Okay, Mike.
Big snapper.
Those are pretty nice.
These are the ones I caught. Those I killed, Mom caught.
Mom catch the wing type? Those right there look an awful lot like red salmon, sockeye.
They do. They look a lot like that red salmon we caught.
Turn the eye around this way you see. Okay? They call them sockeye because it's fun to suck them in the eye. A lot of fun. They call it sockeye. One salmon here. That thing's got something in its mouth. What is it?
Tongue.
Yeah, you see them teeth there? Yeah. No, I'm talking about this red snapper that Jake's got a hold of over there.
Oh, this.
You're in the way of the camera. You're in the way.
Well, that's an ear bladder. See how they go down? I don't know if you can see this or not.
Yeah, looks like he swallowed something.
It's an ear bladder, yeah.
Seems like a pretty good sized cigarette you got there, boy.
Yeah, this is the Alaskan cigarette. And this is why you like it.
Everything's big in Alaska.
Takes the gasoline fire. Is that Mike?
Mike who? That fire's still burning good, ain't it?
Yeah.
Boy, you got some flame on that. That tastes pretty good.
Looks a lot like Lee Incorn, by God.
Alaskan cigarette.
What are you drinking there, Jake? Is that Colorado Kool-Aid or what?
Fourth beer.
Colorado Kool-Aid, huh? Are you old enough to be drinking that in Alaska? Then you got her smoking, ain't you? The freezer at the Air Force Recreation Camp down at Seward. They'll let you freeze your fish, store them in there. Right over here is the Quonset hut where they use for a fish cleaning house. I'm going to walk over there and take a quick inside shot of that and put this thing up. Here's the inside of that Quonset hut where they clean the fish. Looks like that one gal there kind of thought she was on candid camera or something. Looking Jake's down there. Everybody here is lined up cleaning fish. Got some pretty good sizes. Some of them makes big to wrap them up with. Show up or not? Yeah. He's back. Well, Kenai Lake here stretches 40 or 50 miles. We drove around to the other side of it yesterday. Right now, we're about halfway between the town of Seward and the town of Moose Pass. Go all the way up Route 1 to where it switches off to Route 9, Alaska 9, which is way up on the other side of that pass between these mountains right there. And that takes you around to Soledotna. This is Tuesday, July 11th. It's 1988. It's an overcast day. Not very bright at all. Still real pretty. It's a real long lake, real deep. Milky looking. That is because of the particles that come down out of them glaciers. That's what gives it the green. Moose Pass, Alaska. The little pass between the mountains. Also a lot of moose in the area. Got a big water wheel right here by this little general store. Jake's just climbing around behind the fence where it says not to go. Hey, Jake, get out of there. You get caught up in that wheel. Willard, yell at Jake. Atta boy. For a minute, sir, can I ask you what you think you're doing over here? You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear you. That wheel's kind of slow, ain't it?
Does the job.
What do you figure on doing with that knife anyway?
Not that far.
With a knife? That man's got a 44 Magnum in there under the counter.
Use it.
sign.
He just,
Peace all over town.
come on, son. You bring a knife, I'll bring a gun. We'll go outside and have a little fun.
You guys work good.
Highway garage for Moose Pass. Almost looks like a house, don't it? There's the mountains surrounding this little village. Don't know what that is right there. I know it's a mountain. I'm talking about that tower in front of it. Scrap, a pile of scrap lumber. Very fine automobile for sale over there. Mighty fine. Got a little lake right there in the background. This is Moose Pass. Used to be a tire dealer over here across the road. Looks like he's closed up. Abandoned. Jockey Club, it's closed up, abandoned. That's it across the road, that big long building over there across the road. Business ain't exactly thriving. There's our truck with a little pop-up trailer. And there's a little general store type thing right here in Moose Pass. Kids went over there to see what they could find. I think Will there's getting ready to rob the place in a few minutes. Get a good edge on that knife. The mountain coming down to power this water wheel. Very pure, very clear. You can drink this water right out of the stream here. Hatchery. Right outside Moose Pass. This is where they raise these large salmon that everybody comes up here to Alaska to catch. This is in an off the way place, off the beaten path. Everybody thinks that these salmon they're catching are wild, they're straight out of the ocean, and they're really catching some strong fighting fish. Well, that's wrong. That's what they want you to think. It's good for the industry. It's good for tourism. Actually, these salmon are raised right over here in this lake. Right over there. And they take them out during the season, and they deposit them in the streams and so forth. People come up here from the lower 48 and they think they're really having a blast. They're really doing something big. They're not. They're catching hatchery fish. They'll bite on anything. Trout pellets are real good bait.
Mike, this is the Trail Lake Fish Hatchery. It's been here for a number of years. I don't even know how long. Couldn't have been more than about 15 years ago. These guys went to Frank Perdue and they hired him, well, rented 5,000 chickens to bring in here to hatch out these fish eggs. Now they've got it open, and I'd like to take you through it and show you what I'm talking about. It's the most amazing thing you've ever seen.
They're using chickens to hatch out fish eggs?
Well, sure, how else do you reckon they hatch them out? It's a fish hatchery. So, come on, let's go take a look inside there. I want to show you. I gotta get.
Betty, here's some lily pads. They have yellow flowers on them. I was going to try and get a few of them for you, but it's so marshy out there, you can't get out to it. And I really doubt if I could keep them alive till I got home anyway, let alone till I got down to see you. They're growing pretty well everywhere up here, and I'm a long ways off from this patch. I can't get very close. It is marshy. But Will wanted you to see him. He stopped and wanted me to get out and take a picture of them, so I did. It's a real pretty setting. Got this mountain in the background. Fog or clouds really hanging in low over it. It's really been an overcast day, that's for sure. It's Tuesday, July 12th. It's noon right now. I think earlier I might have said Tuesday, July 11th, but it's not. Today is the 12th. We're on the Seward Highway. Really is a pretty view out here. Clouds hanging in. Motorhomes going by. Okay, we're gonna get in the truck and head out. Looks pretty to me.
This one?
Jake, we're filming. Who wants, don't matter. There's a real pretty lake down there in the valley of this mountain. Call that Hidden Lake. Nobody knows it's there. Well, evidently somebody does. They found it and named it Hidden Lake. Way out in the middle of nowhere. Look at all the snow on them mountains. July the 12th. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, this is Explorer Glacier on the way to Portage Glacier. Pulled off on the side of the road here to take a picture of that. This is Willowall Glacier on the way back to Portage Glacier. And there's a hell of a lot of ice right up there, I'll tell you. A little bit of snow on the ground there. Got a real deep glacier. This is not Portage Glacier I'm filming right now. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's a glacier right here by Portage Glacier. In just a minute, I'll walk over to Portage Glacier itself. It's probably not as pretty as this one, but parts of it that have broke off and slid down into this pond that it made right in front of it. But first, I'm going to go over here to the truck and see what Will and Carol's doing. What I'm going to do is set up the grill right here and do something. In this parking lot? In this parking lot? Is that all right if we do that?
I don't mind.
Don't mind at all? Okay. Well, in the background there, you can see Portage Glacier. Part of the icebergs that have broken off of it and are left in this pond that was formed by the glacier. So while Will's firing the grill up and throwing some hot dogs on, I'm going to run over there and shoot a little bit of that. Here we are back to that glacier I told you I didn't know the name of. Well, I found out. This is Moraine Glacier. And as we come right across this way, that is Portage Glacier right there. Portage Glacier. Okay, we've got a little different angle on Portage Glacier this time. Here's the lake down in front of it, formed by it receding, moving back that way. As it moves back, it takes the silt and so forth with it. It melts off and forms, you know, the water there. Here are all of the icebergs that are floating around out there in it. There's a lot of ice out there. There's more ice out there this year than there was last year. A lot of icebergs floating around out here. Rather cool day. This ice has a very blue tint to it. The water's got a rather blue tint. Kind of silty too. There's some silt itself right there in front of me between, got some ice between it, blue ice. Silt on this side and that side. There's part of the lake. Now we're coming up to the visitor center. And we'll go in that tunnel there in a minute. Go inside, you can walk through that tunnel, go out, and we'll even try shooting through the glass and getting some of that glacier. I don't know how it's going to do, but we're going to try it. The American flag and the Alaska flag. Before I go in and shoot through that glass, though, I am going to try and take one more shot right here. The mountain in the background, the lake, all that ice floating down there. They say the ice you see is 1/3 of it. 2/3 is below the surface of this lake. And I don't remember, I haven't been inside the visitor center yet this year. I can't remember how deep they said that lake is, but I'm sure they'll tell us when I go back inside. We'll find out. I'll say something about it then. That ice has just got such a blue tint to it. Millions of years old. It's a beautiful area. Ice they brought in this morning out of that glacier. Pretty cold, Dana? Yeah, it's good and clear. Is it? Yeah, there is. That's a chunk of ice they brought in. Well, it may not have been this morning. They brought it in sometime. It's part of the glacier. Tunnel I was talking about outside. Still haven't found out how deep that lake is. Something on the window here in the left-hand corner. Here's kind of a little weather station. Things from outside.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In approximately 10 minutes, we'll be having a blizzard program. The program will be held in the observation pod, which is located to the right-hand side of the book counter. Follow the tunnel on the way down into the pod. The program will last
At the visitor center there. This lake is 660 feet deep out there where the ice is at. Up here where that little sandbar is, silt, it's about 90 feet deep. And back there where the glacier itself is, about 500 feet deep. And this is not a typical iceberg. Glacier ice is a lot denser than regular ice. And they say that what you're seeing on top of the water is 1/10 of the iceberg. There's 10 times that much ice under the water with a glacier iceberg as with a regular piece of ice. And some of them have more dirt or rock embedded in the ice than others, and they're even denser yet. Sometimes they are completely under the water, and as it melts off, it'll lose rocks or dirt, and then it'll pop up to the top. You guys are having a picnic there.
Me and my wiener dog, best friends.
What's in the cooker? I've seen that. Open the lid up and let me see what's in there.
Wieners.
Kind of slim pickings, ain't it?
You don't need to see that. You're not going to get
kind of windy to be out here cooking, you know.
Not so bad though. You see a seagull flying overhead?
Yeah, I hear them.
On a real calm day, they can dive on you, right on you. The wind's kind of crazy. They just splattered all around us here.
This is a wildlife refuge about 10 miles south of Anchorage on the Seward Highway. Got ducks in here. One up in the left-hand top corner there going into the weeds. Got one right there in the center of the screen. Zoomed in all she'll do.
Not a very good day for it, is it?
No, it's real overcast.
California condors come up here in the fall.
Now there I've got a little bitty one right in the center of the screen. What was it? That's a typical seagull looking for some kind of a handout.
You want me to go give it one?
Yeah.
Little action photo here?
Yeah, there's quite a few ducks out here. I did, I got it a while ago. That one there is moving right on in. The ducks way out there. They're a long ways off and I'm zoomed in all the way. That's as close as I can get them. They're small and they're a good 50, 60 feet.
Mike, right?
Close. He's right at my feet. Flat, ignoring everything around us. Got a little lice there, don't you, buddy? Yeah, well, work on him, you'll get him. He is right at our foot. No, it's not a 30-foot outer space creature. It's a duck, a wild duck. I mean, he is right at our feet. I could reach down and pick him up, except there's a game warden standing behind me, and I don't think he wants me to. Yeah, he does. He's going to turn over in the water trying to scratch it. Atta boy. Do that again.
Goodbye.
Okay. Little duck this thing is. He's a tiny little thing.
That's a sandpiper, Mike. Lady over here just told me that's a little sandpiper.
Oh, it is.
Look at how tiny that thing is.
He's a little bitty one compared to the rest of them. I got him zoomed in. He probably looks quite a bit bigger than he really is.
Listen to the noise.
Somebody shooting?
Yeah, the range up there. This is a pond out back of my house that Mike built for me when he came up here last year. I understand Betty kind of sold you short on yours, but Well, the ground was a little harder down there, Will. That's why.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
But as you can see, Mike, life's just become just a human place for wildlife to visit. As a matter
Yeah.
of fact, I donated it when I'm donated to the state of Alaska and told them just make it a bird sanctuary. Like
Well,
they've done it.
I'm glad you did because they told me they wanted me to fill it back in. So
Well, they even have salmon running up here now.
yeah, let's go see if we can find some of them.
Okay.
He's just peeling hell out of that stuff, ain't he? Having himself a pretty good time. He's just peeling her right off. Out across this refuge. Places where you can stop and look the animals over. Little wooden boardwalk right out across the swamp. Well, there's a couple of Canadian honkers and looks like 5 little babies with them. Yeah, they're cute.
I like the babies of that. Too bad we couldn't catch them and hold them.
They're really pecking around, ain't they?
Yeah. There's so many things out here. Never been out here before, have we, Mom? I'm surprised you see them.
Up on the hill overlooking it, well, there's some houses up there overlooking this sanctuary.
This is a refuge, not a sanctuary. Hi, good guy. Is the mommy the one laying down?
I can't tell.
Feels like
I don't know.
or it might be the husband.
Yeah, there's another pair over there, and they probably got some babies with them, but they're far enough away, and the grass is tall enough we really can't see much.
I wonder how those Canadian geese got all the way over here.
And they fly all over.
That's what they could do.
Well, I'm about halfway down that boardwalk now, right about in the middle of it. You can see it goes all the way to the end. It comes out into the swamp like this. There's those 2 little Canadian honkers with the babies with them again, right over there. There's the end of it that way. And you can just swing right on around. Across the sanctuary. And back down the other side. And there it is way down there. And people get out of my way. Trying to stand off to the side. They have places here every so often where you can stand off to the side. off. You got the batteries. Lights are on. Well, it's July 13th, Wednesday, 1988. It's after midnight. I'm standing about 20 feet away from this big bull. Got big pine trees on both sides of this little road. We're just about a half a mile from Willard's apartment, or house, here on Daisy Court. And the moose are in this area all the time, but with all these big pine trees and stuff, and it is getting late anyhow, I really just can't quite get enough light. I can see from my light meter on this camera, I'm not getting enough light to get a real good picture of him. He don't seem to be too concerned. I'm talking fairly loud. He's ignoring me. Don't care at all. There's Willard revving his truck up, getting that thing to look at us. Hope the hell he don't decide to charge. Ah, get up, you son of a gun. More like it. Stay up there, maybe I would sure like to get enough light here to get a good picture, but I'm just not going to make it. I can just tell you, we're not going to make it. Yeah, he's pretty unconcerned. I don't think he cares too much about what we're doing. I don't think he cares at all, to be honest about it. I sure ain't getting enough light. I might try and walk around behind him, get a little more light. Yeah. Hey, baby, stand up there and let us get a look at you. He ain't gonna do it, is he? My brother's revving that truck up. He keeps looking over there at him. Yeah, there we're getting a good shot of him. Got them lights hitting him in the eyes. He's glowing. That's a pretty good shot there. Got them little eyes glowing. Boy, I mean to say, I am right up on this big boy right now. I mean, there ain't nothing but a ditch between me and him. And all he's doing is coming closer. Well, today's Saturday, July the 16th, 1988, 11 o'clock in the morning. I got home real late Thursday night. I did a little bit of mowing out here yesterday, not very much. I need to do quite a bit more. I thought I'd just kind of show you what the place looked like before I got started. There's that old tractor we've had for a lot of years. Got a bush hog on it. I used it yesterday to mow with. It does a pretty good job. I left it sitting right there when I quit last night. There's my car and Sandy's car. Just about identical. One's a Monte Carlo and the other's a Cutlass. Over here, some roses and tomatoes I had growing, and some other flowers I had grown in the same plot. Yeah, they need to be weeded real bad, and they need watered real bad.